Alright, so today we're going to be making slips on drives. So we're going to take scrap pieces of either 28 or 26 gauge. Do not use 24 gauge. The installers in the field will whoop you. So we're going to, for slips, that measurement is 3 5/8 that we're going to run through the lock former. So come to our slitter, mark it 3 5/8. And Neil was kind enough to make the mark. So line it up with that mark. Now before we go cutting a bunch, we're gonna cut one just to make sure it fits in there. Now we'll take it over right here where slips go. Make sure it fits in there good, so we'll run one piece through. It came out nice and smooth, so now we'll cut a bunch at this size. Turn the machine on and run them through. Now you want to keep your hands back. You need to help it get started, but once it gets into the gears, it'll pull it all by itself. So you keep your hand back here, just help it get caught first, and then let go. Those are slips. They call it slips or S-slips because it basically looks like an S. And this is to connect pieces of metal together, pieces of duct. So you'll put one piece of duct on this end. And you put the other piece on the other end, like that. And then in the field, there will either be drives on the other side of the duct to lock it in place, or you'll zip screws in on each corner. So now our drives are going to be 2 1/8 inch. Again, we have a mark here. Lock it in place, and we'll cut one piece just to make sure it is long enough. Whatever, make sure it fits in. It does. See, nice and smooth. Good gap in the middle. It's not all warped or folded over. So now we'll go ahead and cut a bunch. So now this is too small to do anything with, because pretty much the smallest thing that we'll make through this litter is 2 1/8. So since this is underneath that, we'll just throw the scrap piece away. Nice and smooth, and those are drives. So to cut drives out in the field to connect the ductwork, so you're going to take the size of the ductwork and you're going to add 2 1/2 inches. So let's say the duct that we're using is 12 inches long, so we're going to go ahead and cut this at 14 1/2 inches. So come mark it at 14 1/2. Put that straight across. Right. So now you're gonna come in the middle of this edge, and at about like an inch to inch and a quarter length, you're gonna go straight for the edge. So pretty much the length of the snips. Same thing on this side. Now you come into this corner right here of the metal. Cut at the 45-degree angle out. So now opposite will go in to that corner right there. So you can either be a jerk and leave it, or you can be a nice guy and cut these sharp corners off. Just make it a little rounded. So now less likely cut yourself. And on this end, same thing, one, so it's less of a sharp corner and it looks nicer. Go ahead and cut the corners off. Like that. Then you put it into your tongs. Bend 1 inch straight down. So now you have a drive. So you'll put it into your drive connection. Once it's in there snug, you'll fold this part over the back of the duct, and that'll hold it into place from sliding out.